Uh, Hi everyone. Today is my what I'm going to present is the challenge and the opportunity of the gesture recognitions. So first, I'm going to describe some like a really basic common and knowledge. First, humans computer interactions. Human computer interaction is the research in the design and the use of computer technology, which focus on interface between user and computer. Uh, we call it HCI. The HCI research observes the way humans interact with computer and design technology that allow human to interact with computer in a neutral way. So based on this topics, my blog post is talking about the face and the gesture recognition system. Is it for the face and the gesture recognitions? The face and gesture recognition system for recognition system is one of the HCI applications. Um, brings a solution using a single video camera, unlike the uh, unlike another interaction method with electronic device with mouse or the keyboard. This implementation brings uh, interactions update to the user and tour guides and the healthcare application to reduce the user personal learning costs. And you can see these pictures. Left here, you can, based on the locations, first the system we're going to view the users and then located the user's face by using the eyes and the mouth. Then also you can locate it the hands. Then based on the difference, the face and the hands gestures, the system will going to do different reactions. So since we're going to talk about this, I want to show you one of the video that is one of the how the people use the gesture, the hands gesture to control the computer. Oh my God. Based on the video, we can see this Tom Cruise uh, is wearing the grooves, then with the three finger grooves and then he can control with the transparent interface, and then to see details about the data and sending using a different kind of the gesture to make the commander to the computer, and computer can do based on this the Tom Cruise gestures to do a different kind of the reactions. So let's go to the different slides. So when we talk about this, and we should have really basics understanding for what and how the computer see us. Many of the normal input device never will catch on, making the interaction with the personal computer somewhat limited. Like, and here, these guys create one of the model applied like to show how badly imbalanced is the use of individual's body part in computer interactions. A majority of our interactions with computer involve the finger and eyes. Still, some of the features of our body, like legs, arms, and the mouth, are primarily understand or not used for interaction at all. And it for computer, you can see like we can make an example with the computer. For example, when we are typing and send an email to the user and with using keyboard, and for computer, maybe for them, we just use, it doesn't matter we have 10 finger or we're going to have 20 finger, but for the computer, we can, it can uh, observe out as one finger. So this is also like one of the model how to show that what computer look at us, because first we have the eyes and then we can see what computer show up on the screen on the monitor, and then the ear we can listen and hear the reaction of the computer based on our actions, and then we can computer we're going to send us the voice as a signal. For example, when you have the alarm, the computer will give you the like a, and then when you listen it, it means oh, this is alarm. And also the finger for them is how we use this for typing and to the send input to the computer, and to have, then we can have our interactions between the computer and humans. So uh, based on also based on this gestures, there's one of the paper has make a person research do the kind of the category the gesture in different type, and we can see this here. There's a different kind of the how it get involved with each other based on the different gestures. But if we can look at it in a way that, to in a simple way we can understand, is like we can separate the gesture, the human gesture, into two different into the informative and the communicative gestures. The first one, informative and communicative, is focused on the intentionally of meaning of communications in the speech gestures. Like informative gesture are the passive gesture that provide information about the speaker as a person and not what the speaker is trying to communicate. So for example, like the close or tapping, or some really gesture that it will not going to show, like we're not going to do anything, but for example like the color of the clothes or this something like this. For the body posture are the reveals a feeling of the depressions, confidence, or lack of the interest should also be informative gestures. So evolution of the human computer interactions is like most of the program has been made, and people are trying to communicate even more effectively when given a richer lexicon of gestures. Just like a communication involve hand gesture or the face impressions, the machine interface benefit from an additional layer of interactive uh, provided by gesture. Machine learning is already used to recognize face impressions, but gesture recognitions has always been more challenging and only recently start to gain popularity. Like powered by machine learning, gesture recognition is now positive, is possible and more accurate than ever. But still, we have a lot of challenge. So based on this challenge, and then I make an icebergs, and then you can see this. Like for the one of the really obvious one is the gesture recognitions. So for the one of the thing is we how can we recognize and then we translate capture in the commander. Uh, this is one of the super obvious problem and challenge we are facing. But also there's some challenge we did not really see this like during the research here, or for the people who is not has no background about this. First one is the interaction zoom. So camera has, for example, we can have like a multi-camera, or we can have a single camera, but the camera uh, has a limited space to feel what user going to do. Like user must place themselves in a really special area known as interaction zoom to interact with the camera-based capture system. And the second challenge we're going to face is the start and stop. Difficult for the recognition system to understand when the capture begins and or what is not meaningful actions. And and the third one, we can go with the standard. There's since even right now we have a lot of different kind of the captures uh, recognition system, or there's a lot of people doing research on this, but still we don't have a really basics or a common standard to for the uh, for the captures to make the rule, the captures rule, like how it should go is go with the back, where it's go with the end, how it go with the go forwards, or there's a different kind of the capture, maybe with the different kind of meaning in different kind of the capture recognition system. And or socials, like what we're going to talk is uh, for example, like this is also not that obvious, because for example, like you're going to do some in like very awkward, some people doesn't really want to show some like behavior in front of a lot of people. For example, imagine that um, you need to control a computer with 10-minute dancings, but some people probably don't want to do this in front of like other people, even for their parents, for family, or friends, or even for the stranger. That will make them feel awkward and embarrass them. So they will try to avoid doing this kind of the behavior in front of the people. So this is also one to challenge, how to make the people feel comfortable, and also they have feeling keep their dignity, or as I say that, like feel respect to the people. That's also one challenge we are going to face. But then we're going to talk about the future, about the capture behavior. The market of the capture recognition technology is growing, and some exciting project has already been used. One of the famous I can talk say is Kinect. It was the initial intent as a system that can track whole body movements. Still, the gesture recognition's developer embrace it as an inexpensive way to build a hand gesture recognition setup. And ADU and BMW have already implements a system that allow the driver to use the gesture to control the information system inside the car. So this is all the things of my presentation, and thank you. And thank you so much.